All right, we're recording. Yay!
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everyone. So, how are you today?
I'm doing pretty well. How are
Hmm.
you?
I'm pretty good. Can't complain. Can't complain. It's been really busy at work. Had a lot of mishaps happen to me at work, but I got through it, so I'm good.
That's good.
And plus, next week is Christmas, and I'm off. Let me see. I go to work on Monday and Tuesday, and I'm off Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then of course the weekend. But then I have to go back on the next week, the last week of the year. I would go back on Monday and Tuesday, and then I'm off again on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So it's
That's
kind
so
of
nice.
a weird, you know. But you know what? I really, really wish I can get up to Chicago.
And we'd love to have you.
I really wish I could do that. Yeah, I wish I could. Yeah, that would be perfect.
What's the
Like
weather like where you're at?
the weather is actually today was like 60 degrees for some odd reason, but that's like the warmest it's ever been in the past couple of weeks because we've been like in the 40s and 30s during the day. I mean, like,
Okay.
but we don't you normally get this weather until like January, February. So this weather came really, really early. Really early.
It-
How about in Chicago? I know y'all got some snow, right?
We did. We did get some snow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we got some negative degrees. We got some sevens.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
You might want to come when it's just a little bit warmer.
Do you know what? Remember what was it, 2 years ago? Yeah, it was 2 years ago. I came up in February or January. It was either January or February. It was whenever we had your last. Well, no, not this past shoot, but the other shoot. That was, I mean, because I think that was the time it snowed, and we did an outside shoot. I remembered, um, and it was cold. I mean, really, really cold.
Now, is that also when you had the photo shoot with Trey Paul?
I think
You
so.
get you
Yeah,
guys shot in like negative degree weather.
yeah, yeah. Oh my goodness, it was so funny because it was so cold. We stayed outside for like maybe 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes at a time. And we were like, oh shit, we got to go back in. We got to go back in. I'm cold, I'm cold, I'm cold. And then we warmed up and then we went walked around 15, 20 minutes and then we went back in and but it was fun. It was fun. We did some really, really good shots that day. Really did. Really did.
It was very special. It just looking at it later, you guys had so many different costume changes or outfit changes that really added to it. Also, his personality changed throughout the shoot, which the cold and making it fast and easy
Yeah.
definitely contributed to it.
I mean, he was like so chilled. I mean, I was very surprised because it was like we had known each other for like quite some time. I mean, we were like just talking, we were like relating with one another, and then we were like, sharing the ideas and everything, and we made it work just like you. I remember whenever I first photographed you, it's been what, 5 years, 5, 6 years
Yeah,
since we've been, yeah.
5, 6 great years.
Yeah, yeah. It's the same thing with you. I mean, it was I remember the very first day, it was like we were like best friends. I mean, we like clicked just like that. Just like that. Yeah, yeah. That was fun. And I really, really enjoy photography. I really, really enjoy it. It calms me down and it just basically makes my day whenever I look at photography and look at my stuff and look and compare my stuff with other people's stuff and seeing, okay, how can I improve, whenever I'm looking at other people's photography. So I like doing that. How are you doing with your photography? I saw some of your stuff online and I like it. I do like it. So what's tell me what's going on with your photography?
Yeah, so my photography, I actually have a photo shoot to send you that I did this past weekend.
Okay.
Very unlike what I've done before.
Hmm.
Recently, what I've been doing is I've been finding unique people who have unique looks, and I've been working with them, which has been a blast. I've been doing a lot of animal photography, a lot of food photography. I think for me, I spend so much time writing that it's not fun anymore. I started as a writer with passion and I started as an actor with passion, but then having to do the same routine over and over and over kind of burned me out a little bit. I
Mm-hmm.
still do those things, but I don't get that creativity spark,
Yeah.
but I do get it with photography still. So I've just been taking pictures of anything and everything.
But that's good. I'm glad that you're doing things and going and taking pictures of like different things, whether or not if it's a human or non-human or animal or whatever. I mean, you're creating your craft. That's exactly what you're doing. You're creating your craft, and you're like I see it. You're in its infancy stages. You've got a great eye in photography, but keep working at it, keep working, and you'll start to see and start to develop, different steps, different stages in your development. I mean, because that's exactly what I did whenever I was a photographer, whenever I was doing, starting out doing photography. I mean, I was like taking pictures of different things and this, at the other, and it was great. But I started looking at things at a different perspective, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
And then once I did that, I also looked at other people's photography and seeing how they look at things. And I mean, it just blew my mind. And I'm like, okay, I can do this. I can do that. I can do that. And but and the thing of it is, when you're a photographer, you're still learning. You could be the best photographer you can possibly be, but you're still learning. I mean, you're still evolving, you're still growing. You'll never, ever, ever stop growing. And that's what's really cool about it. I mean, probably look at myself 10 years from now and look at my photography, and it's going to probably be this exact different or some totally different than what I'm doing today, because that's how I guess we learn and evolve whenever it comes down to photography, as well as anything else you're doing. I mean, like with you with writing. I mean, your poetry and everything. You evolve every single time whenever you write your poems, and you look at people's poems, and digest what people are doing and digest what you're doing. You know, so yeah. But yeah, I applaud you. You're doing an excellent job. Love what you're doing.
Well, thank you. I have a really good teacher.
What
I get to see you. You've helped me with when you've
teacher?
been doing modeling and photography. I also get to see a lot of what you're working on, so that's definitely helped my eye.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I try to be, different. One of the things that I'm now doing now is that I look at trends whenever I'm photographing people. Especially if there's models who want to be, official models. I look at trends out in on Instagram or Pinterest or anything like that, and of course, try to emulate those trends, because that's what people look for. That's what these modeling agencies they look for. They look for that. So I try to like emulate that, and lo and behold, they have gotten gigs. And so some of the people, even the actors I have photographed, like a couple of actors, the ones in California, they because they told me whenever I was out there, they told me because of my photos, they said, John, because of your photos, I got so many gigs. I mean, they absolutely loved the photos. They loved me in the photos and everything, and loved what I was doing, and they just loved everything about it. And they were able to. They said they were able to cast me in different roles and this that. I'm like, well, good. I've done my job. I've done my job. I am so proud of them, and I'm proud of you too as well.
Well,
We're
thank
proud
you.
of you.
Well, I'm glad you're getting that feedback because you're very, very different. You have this eye and this knowledge that not a lot of people have.
Hmm.
Working with actors, working with directors, working with producers, they're all trying to hit a certain target, but most of them don't know what that target is. You are one of the only people that I've met who can tell me what that target is. And then it turns out to be right on the money whenever it is, and it's not something where you give me ideas or we work on something and then someone else who is around us goes, that was great. It's
Hmm.
always we built something and then later on someone totally different goes and sees what we did and goes, that's exactly what I was looking for, or
Hmm.
I didn't see you that in that type of way, or there was this personality I didn't know you had that I got to see from the photos. So
Exactly.
it's just been awesome from these last 5 years, noticing that from you with like, because everyone says, I know what the industry wants or I know how to present myself, but you're one of the only people that I see the proof in the pudding.
Hey, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, I try, I try,
Well, that's good. There you go. Give all the pats.
I try. Good. It's hard work. It really is, especially whenever you're, thinking about things and thinking about how you want to connect, the actual person to either the clothing or, the building or the background or whatever. It's hard because you have to really kind of like look at it. You have to like visualize it first, and that's what I normally do. I visualize it first, and then I put it, in perspective, and then boom, shoot. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and if it doesn't, I could be able to, course correct or whatever, So yeah, but definitely you have to like really look at it, visualize it first, and then once you visualize it, then see how it would actually work. So
It's true. That's something that I've noticed from other photographers that you do very well. Other photographers will get stuck on the background or what are we doing, or it seems like they haven't walked with you before. So there's a lot of pauses, there's a lot of figuring out, there's a lot of work that, in my opinion, should have been done beforehand
before.
that they haven't done. Now, when we work together, you're so on the ball, something will go wrong and you'll fix it like right away and we'll do another background. There's never a limit to what we can get done on the day because you're just so versatile.
And and you hit the nail right on the head because I'm not one of those photographers that likes to be out there 4 to 5 hours on a photo shoot. I'm the type of person, as long as I have what I want, it could be an hour, it could be 2 hours, sometimes it could be 30 minutes. But as long as I have what I want and the person has what they want and they see exactly what they're looking for, then the timing doesn't matter. And with some photographers, timing does matter. I mean, some photographers are saying minimum 4 hours with a with a person with a photo shoot, and I'm like, okay, I get that, but what are you doing within that 4 hours? Are you procrastinating? Are you not, like you said? Are you not being, what's the term, organized? You're not being organized, and you're just kind of thinking and just sitting there thinking while the model's like just doing this, waiting on you. I'm not that type of person. I'm like, come on, okay, let's go. Next shot, next after I look and examine exactly what I like and what we like, what both of us like, then we're good. And it could take 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour. So, yeah.
Now, I've worked with people where we'll shoot for an hour or we'll shoot for 2 hours and they send me 20 photographs. And in my head, I'm like, what were we shooting for 2 hours if you only send me 20? You and I, we work together. We can do something for 30 minutes. I get more than 20 photographs.
Yeah.
There's more than 20 photographs of material.
Yeah. It's like and that's another thing I like to do variety. I mean, whenever like I'm like I always say pose this way or smile or look this way, look that way, or just kind of you know tilt your head back or actually tilt your head forward. We want to just give more of a variety, and that's what I give to you all, a variety of poses and variety of facial expressions, because you never know that if that one facial expression that could get you that part or get you that Mullen job. Never know. So that's the reason why I give a lot of photos whenever it comes down to, delivering, to the people, because it could be really with that one shot and
That's another thing that you mentioned is it's all about it feels like it's all about the relationship and what we're creating together. There's some photographers you work with and it just feels like it's all about the money. I remember doing photo shoots with photographers and they're so excited when they're taking the photos, and you'll look over a photo and they'll be like, this one's my favorite, and then they send you the edits and that favorite photo is not even in the edits. It looks like they picked the first 10 that they took. And then when you're like, hey, I know we took this photo you showed me. Can you send me an edit? They already deleted all the photos. They already took the money. They're on to the next thing. That has never been my experience with you. It's all about working together. Are we both satisfied? Are we creating something? And then it's like, what's all the beautiful things we can create? Instead of, I'm just here for 10 photos.
Yep, yep, yep. Exactly. Exactly. Cool. Well, so we are at 18 minutes. So tell me, what do you think about this experience? I mean, do you like Riverside? And tell me, because I know you were like, before the call, you were, doing some tests and everything. What do you think about Riverside?
So I really enjoy Riverside. I used an app before this that's now bought out by Spotify. It was called Anchor.
Hmm.
And Anchor was a stripped down version of Riverside. It was very helpful, but it did not do videos when I was doing it in 2019. So
Okay.
and I have not used Anchor since like 2022. So my review on Anchor isn't supposed to stand. It's 2025 right now, but I found this super accessible, easy to follow. You did an excellent job with your transcripted notes. I love the intro for the show. I love that I can read off a script and no one can see that I'm doing it. It is
Yep.
very helpful.
Yeah. It's like a teleprompter. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
100%.
I like it. I do like it. Like I said, whenever I was testing, the other day, well, and I actually had to do like 3 or 4 takes because I was like kind of nervous. But then whenever I started relaxing and started doing and thinking about things and thinking about stuff that I want to say, then it all just kind of like it fell out of my mouth. So it was easy. And then, so they got this a feature called the magic feature. The magic feature, what that is that it takes this, like, say for instance, we're gonna stop recording. What it does, it will edit and it will take out all of these, or these filler words that you have in these in whenever you talk into the uh, podcast. It takes all of that out. It condenses it to a polished, professional podcast conversation. I was floored because I tried it on the one that I posted on Facebook, and it did a great job because I was doing some ums and whatever, and it was I had a lot of filler words into that conversation, and so it took all of that shit out, took all of it out, and I was like, wow. I was surprised. So
Had no idea.
yeah,
Had no idea you had filler words. Did
yeah,
not see them at all when I watched that edit.
yeah,
They did a good job.
yeah. And so this one, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use the magic on this one and edit it. I'm gonna send it over to you so you can take a look at it. And I I kind of want to see if what see if we can post this one because this is a good one.
This was a good one.
This is a good one. I want to see if we can post this one.
I think what we should do is we should do the intro at the end just for this episode.
Okay. How do we do the intro at the end, though? What do we do?
I think when we're done, we just wrap it up and then we say what the name of the podcast is.
Oh.
We did such a great job being in the podcast. We did not tell anybody what the podcast is named.
Oh, shit. Let's do it. Okay, let's do it the next time. Let's do it. Let's put this one as a test, and then the next one that we do, let's do the entry. Let's do
I
that.
think we should also release a test episode just so people get a feel.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I definitely want to release this one. This one is a pretty solid, pretty good one. Definitely. And it's 20, I think we're right at 24 minutes. Wow.
Which to me is perfect. I think a little bit over 15, a little under 30 is perfect podcast length.
Yes. Yeah. 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 Okay. So next steps. So we're basically live now. I mean, as far as like the podcasting goes. So I know we were saying that we probably want to post something like every other week, or not every 2 weeks. Post it
Yep.
yeah. Okay. Let's start. I'm just thinking the holidays. No, we'll because I know you got stuff going on in the holidays, and I got stuff going on in the holidays.
Right.
Let's start January, anytime after January 1 with the official podcast with everything, and then we'll start doing if we want to start doing it every other week at that time, and then we can bring in people as well. I mean, because with with this platform, I think you can bring in up to like 6 or 7 people, if I recall, at one time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but we could probably just do like three, 3 people or whatever. But I mean,
Right.
and then we have to also think about subjects on what we want to talk about. That's right. I did. I remembered I sent you the subjects we wanted to talk about. So I need to revisit
Yep.
that. We need to revisit that and then come up with something. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. I know this podcast is going to change and evolve with what we're doing, which is exactly what our relationship for the last 5 years has been.
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely a really good feeling.
It is. It is. I am like so looking forward to this. And then also I do want to bring Ari. Have you talked to him lately?
I have not.
Oh, I haven't talked to him either. He's sort of been kind of MIA. I need to.
I think he moved. I don't think he's in Chicago anymore.
Are you serious?
I might be wrong. He was on a visa, correct? Or I think he was. I remember reaching out to him. So he was talking to me about being a model and trying to figure out visas and stuff like that. And I got really busy doing some stage theater work. So I wasn't able to continue talking to him. And then I reached out to him like 2 months ago for a photo shoot. And he said he wasn't doing that anymore. I don't think he's in Chicago right now.
Interesting. I wonder where he's at. I still have his telephone number. I would have to text him. I may text him tonight, see how he's doing. Because
My information could be totally wrong, but the last time I talked, I know he wasn't around here. So
Yeah. You might be right because, like you said, I haven't seen him post anything on Facebook. I haven't seen him post anything on Instagram. I haven't seen him post anything on TikTok, anything. So you might be right. He might be gone and he might be sort of like,
we'll bring him on the video. We'll bring him on the video. That could be a segment. Where in the world are you?
You, I think we will stop recording and see what happens.
Sounds good.
All right. Okay, well, I'm good. I'm gonna get, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording, and then I'm gonna edit this and see how this look, and I'm gonna send this over to. Actually, you have access to this to Riverside now, right? Because I gave you the ID and password, so you can be able to access it now. Okay, so you can be able to see the video as I'm like editing it and everything, so too.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, when do you want to do another test?
I'd be down for
Uh,
it. You said, when do you want to do another test?
yeah.
Let me get off of this and I'll look at my schedule and then I'll let you know.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I did need to look at my schedule too. But yeah, let's do another test, and then we'll go from there and see what happens.
Sounds good.
Cool. All right. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later, John.
All right.
Bye.
Bye bye.